Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's.
One more from me. Looking to January, with the uncertainty over the transfer appeal, have you heard any more, and how are you planning for that?
I haven't heard any more, so I would wait and reserve judgment until we get the judgment and see where we want to go from there.
Do you know when that might be?
Very soon, I believe.
As in days?
Days, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, Oggs here from the US. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and put on the bell notification so you don't miss out on anything in this channel. Let's move on. The transfer ban will be overturned. I made a video a month ago saying that we are 100% sure it's gonna be overturned. That's why Chelsea are putting a lot of effort, spending a lot of money for this case. As you heard the boss himself, Frank Lampard, saying that the decision will be made in few hours. So they already know the decision and they are working very hard behind the scenes. I'm 10 hours behind you, so by the time you watch this video, the news might be already out there. So get ready for Chelsea to be linked to any kind of superstar in the world. The Big Show, the Great Khali, the Undertaker, Ari Barnes, Peter Crouch, Andy Carroll. You know, this is the nature of this business and there is nothing you can do about it. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself some serious questions. You have to think outside the box. And that's why this video is very important for you, because we can't always get carried away by all kind of speculation that's going on online. You have to make a difference between the fans' desire, the club needs, and the media speculation. In the past, Chelsea board were making some stupid decisions in short term and long term. And at the moment, we are fortunate enough to have some football people working very hard to figure out what the club really needs. For football fans, they want to see big names coming to their club. But for the coaching staff and the scouting department, they know exactly what the team need. At the end of the day, it's gonna be more about what the team need for the balance and not necessarily what the fans want. There are so many names already linked with Chelsea Football Club, and it's gonna be even more in coming days. But we have to use some common sense here and think outside the box, guys. I came up with something simple for everybody to understand, and it's up to you to make your own conclusion. The January transfer window is the most expensive and the more complicated because there are so many reasons behind that. And many teams won't let their best player leave in January. Out of reach for me in January will be Jadon Sancho, Timo Werner, Ben Chilwell, Hakim Ziyech, and even Haaland. For Haaland, Mino Raiola is the agent. If you know, you know. But for other target that Chelsea are clearly after, I don't see Jadon Sancho, Ben Chilwell, Timo Werner or Hakim Ziyech coming to Chelsea. They're still in big competitions in Europe. What Chelsea can do is buy them and let them on loan back to their clubs so we can get them next summer. But let's be honest, Chelsea need players immediately in January, and we need a short-term solution. A short-term, not to buy some average players. A short term that you can buy a very good prospect, a good player that can explode and can contribute to the team. And if you don't want him anymore, you can still sell him and get your money back or make a profit. The easiest option for Chelsea in January will be 1. Recall few of their on loan players. Somebody like Ethan Ampadu, Conor Gallagher, they are good enough to be in this Chelsea team. 2. Activate buyback clause for certain players. They don't have any choice. You get the money, you get your player. Simple as that. No negotiation needed, and all those players are Chelsea fans and Chelsea product, so they can immediately come in the club knowing that they can also fight for the first team. So Jeremy Boga, Nathan Aki, or even Ola Aina are good enough to be in this Chelsea team. Another option for Chelsea in January transfer window will be to go for mid-table teams and get their best players. Somebody like Zaha from Palace. They are not going to make it to the top 4 and they're not going to get relegated. So they will be willing to sell their best player. But I'm not going to pay overpriced for Zaha. If we can make a deal, a swap deal with a couple players from Chelsea plus money, I will go for it. You can also go for some teams with financial problems like AC Milan, Piontek or Romagnoli or other players, because they need the money at the moment and they won't resist the money from Chelsea. So those will be easier transfer to make in January and wait until the summer and sign big names. And those players are not bad players. You can still make money out of them if you decide to let them go if it didn't work out. And they can even challenge for the first spot. So that is different than getting a Drinkwater or a Timo Bakayoko or Zappacosta or Ross Barkley. So it's a win-win situation. We're not gonna lose any money, and it's a good investment for the club, whatever you wanna look at it. Anyways, I'm not saying that I don't wanna see big names in January, but I'm just being realistic. And something can change. Something can happen. Jadon Sancho is having some trouble with Borussia at the moment. They might get tired of him and say, you know what, just go. And we just break the bank and get him in January. Who knows? Timo Werner the same. Anything can happen in football, but I just don't see Chelsea overpaying for a player when they have better options. There we go, guys. That was just my common sense thinking and trying to break down in simple terms what could be a Chelsea transfer window. Leave your comment. God bless you and see you in the next one.